Have you ever wondered why geese never seem to stray from their V-formation flight pattern? Or perhaps you've pondered why these birds are found in such diverse habitats across the globe, from the wetlands of North America to the grasslands of Asia. From their unique species variations to their intricate social dynamics, geese are truly fascinating creatures. They play a critical role in our ecosystems, contribute to nutrient cycling, and believe it or not, their migratory patterns are a spectacle in their own right. But it's not all smooth sailing for these feathered flyers. They face numerous threats, including habitat loss, pollution, and climate change. Yet despite these challenges, geese continue to thrive, thanks to ongoing conservation efforts. So, whether you're an ecology student or simply a curious observer, there's a lot to learn and appreciate about these remarkable birds. Stay tuned as we take you on a fascinating journey through the history and life of geese. Geese have been around for quite a while, with fossil records dating back to 10 million years ago. Yes, you heard it right, 10 million years. Now that's a long time to be waddling and honking around our planet. The earliest known existence of geese takes us back to the Miocene epoch, a time when the world was warmer and wetter than it is today. It was during this period that geese began their journey of evolution and diversification. Evolution, as we know, isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that takes millions of years. And geese, like all other creatures, have been part of this grand spectacle. Over time, they evolved from their early ancestors, adapting to different environments and diversifying into the numerous species we see today. From the high-flying bar-headed goose, which soars over the Himalayas, to the emperor goose of the icy Alaskan tundra, each species of goose has a unique story to tell. A story of adaptation and survival against the odds. But how did these species come into existence? Well, it's all down to something called adaptive radiation. This is a process where organisms diversify rapidly into a multitude of new forms, particularly when a change in the environment makes new resources available, creates new challenges, or opens up new environmental niches. For geese, this meant adapting to different types of habitats, from wetlands and grasslands to lakes and coastal areas. Over millions of years, they evolved different physical characteristics, behaviors, and feeding strategies to make the most of these habitats. And let's not forget the role of isolation in the evolution of species. Geese that became isolated in different parts of the world evolved independently, giving rise to distinct species. This is why we have such a wide variety of geese species across the globe today, each with its own unique traits and adaptations. So, the next time you see a flock of geese flying in their characteristic V formation, remember these birds are the product of millions of years of evolution and adaptation. From their humble beginnings, geese have spread across the globe, adapting to diverse habitats and climates. Geese have not only survived through the ages, but they have also left their mark on human history. As far back as we can trace, geese have been intertwined with the story of humanity. They've taken on roles as varied as farm animal, hunting game, and even divine symbol, showing up in everything from ancient carvings to modern-day children's tales. Let's start our journey in the Neolithic era, where humans first began to domesticate these adaptable birds. Geese offered early humans a reliable source of eggs, meat, and feathers, making them invaluable companions in a world where survival was the primary goal. Their honking calls also served as early warning systems against intruders, giving them a practical role beyond their nutritional value. Fast forward to ancient Egypt, where geese were held in high regard. They were often depicted in art and were even associated with the god Geb, the earth deity. This reverence for geese continued into ancient Rome, where the sacred geese of Juno are famed for having saved the city from a surprise attack by honking loudly at the approaching enemy. In East Asia, geese have symbolized marital fidelity, as they are known to pair for life. It's a perception that's reflected in many cultures around the world. They've also been seen as symbols of migration and change, their seasonal journeys reflecting our own life transitions. In more recent times, geese have played a significant role in literature and folklore. Who hasn't heard the tale of the goose that laid the golden eggs? Or Mother Goose, the imaginary author of a collection of fairy tales and nursery rhymes? These stories echo the cultural significance of geese, their roles in our lives transcending the physical to become metaphors for human experiences and values. Indeed, geese have been an integral part of human cultures and civilizations for thousands of years. Their journey through history is not just a testament to their adaptability and resilience, but also a reflection of our own story, a narrative that's still being written with every honk and flap of wings. From their distinctive honking calls to their migratory patterns, geese lead intriguing lives. Let's delve into the fascinating world of these feathered creatures. A goose's life begins in a carefully constructed nest. Female geese, or hens, lay an average of 5 eggs, which they warm and protect until they hatch. During this time, the gander, or male goose, stands guard, ensuring the safety of his potential offspring. Once the goslings emerge, they're immediately on the move, following their parents and learning the ropes of goose life. They're quick learners, and within a day, they're already swimming and foraging for food. Geese are herbivores, with a diet consisting of grass, seeds, and berries. They're also known to forage in agricultural fields, where they munch on crops like wheat and corn. Their feeding habits play a crucial role in nutrient cycling, as they help disperse seeds and fertilize the soil with their droppings. One of the most striking aspects of a goose's life is its migration. Every year, geese embark on long-distance journeys between their breeding and wintering grounds. They travel in V formation, a spectacle that never fails to captivate onlookers. This formation increases their flight efficiency and allows for easier communication among the flock. But a goose's life isn't all about feeding and flying. They also have complex social structures. Geese are highly social and are known to form lifelong pair bonds. They communicate through a range of vocalizations and body language, from aggressive hisses to gentle coos. They also display cooperative behaviors, such as taking turns at the front of the V formation during migration to reduce fatigue among the flock. Geese are also protective parents. Both the gander and hen take turns looking after their goslings, teaching them to feed, swim, and eventually fly. They fiercely defend their young from predators, often putting themselves in harm's way to ensure their goslings' safety. Whether they're flying in V formation or raising their goslings, geese certainly lead interesting lives. Despite their widespread distribution, geese face numerous threats in today's changing world. These birds, so integral to our wetland ecosystems and grassland habitats, are now at the mercy of human activities and environmental changes. Habitat loss is one of the most pressing threats to geese populations. As we continue to expand our cities and agricultural lands, we're shrinking the spaces where geese can thrive. Wetlands are drained, grasslands are converted, and nesting sites are destroyed, leaving these birds with fewer places to live, mate, and raise their young. Pollution is another major concern. From oil spills to plastic waste, our pollutants can harm geese in multiple ways. They can ingest our plastic waste or get entangled in it. Exposure to oil and other toxins can damage their feathers, impair their ability to fly, and even lead to death. Climate change poses a more insidious threat. Rising temperatures and shifting weather patterns can disrupt the geese's migration timings, breeding seasons, and food availability. Unpredictable weather events can also destroy nesting sites and wipe out entire generations of goslings. But it's not all doom and gloom. Conservation efforts around the world are working to protect these birds and their habitats. Wetlands are being restored, pollution is being mitigated, and protected areas are being established to safeguard the geese's nesting sites. Researchers are also tracking geese migrations and studying their behaviors to better understand their needs and challenges. These efforts are crucial, but they're not enough on their own. We need to rethink our relationship with these birds and the natural world. We need to recognize the value of geese, not just as a part of our ecosystems, but also as a part of our shared world. So what can we do? We can support conservation organizations, participate in citizen science projects, and advocate for policies that protect geese and their habitats. We can also educate ourselves and others about these birds, their roles in our ecosystems, and the threats they face. By understanding and appreciating geese, we can help ensure their survival for generations to come. From their prehistoric origins to their modern-day challenges, geese have a rich and complex story to tell. We've taken an expansive journey, exploring the diverse species of geese that grace our planet, each with their unique characteristics and habitats. We've delved into their ecological roles, from nutrient cycling in wetlands to their interactions with other wildlife. We've discussed their intricate social dynamics, migratory patterns, and the fascinating process of nesting and reproduction. Our journey brought us face to face with the urgent need for conservation and habitat protection, as geese face mounting threats from habitat loss, pollution, climate change, and more. Yet we've also seen the remarkable efforts being made to safeguard these majestic birds and their habitats. In the realms of culture and cuisine, geese have left their mark, symbolizing loyalty and teamwork, and featuring as a delicacy in kitchens around the globe. So next time you see a flock of geese flying overhead, remember, you're witnessing a small part of a story millions of years in the making.